Well, the last time we played was at EVO 2013. He actually stopped me from getting in the top 8. I got 9th place.
He remembers it a little bit, and he remembers it was a dangerous match. He got away with it, but it was definitely not easy.
I've never played Daigo before. That was my first time. So one of my problems is that when I go into a match the first time, I kind of don't really respect the player all that much, even considering that that player was Daigo. I felt like I knew a few things in that matchup that would work all the time, and he kind of shut that part down a little bit.
もともとザンギフ戦はそんなになくて
He's not scared of the Zangief matchup. He is looking forward to fighting Snake Eyes though, because he hasn't fought Zangief on that caliber in a while.
ザンギフ戦も練習してきたんで
I feel like if we had played at Canada Cup, he wouldn't do that well, considering the character that he plays and my new adaptive playstyle.
Little trash talk there from Snake Eyes. So it's also interesting, as Snake Eyes mentioned, he was gate kept out of the top 8 at EVO by none other than Daigo. But here, he's the one that must stop Daigo from mathematically moving to a place that will be impossible for Snake Eyes to catch. If he can give Umehara a loss, Snake Eyes is still technically in the hunt to try and keep the overall wins and losses even. So it'll come down to that here.
Yeah, it's really interesting because I know before Capcom Cup, Daigo said he didn't really practice much against Zangief or anything because he just felt like it was Zangief, you know? It's like, I don't think he really respects the character very much, so let's see how this goes. It's going to be a very, very footsie-heavy match here. Daigo obviously known for chucking those fireballs like that. So.
And is again like establishing information on his opponent as quickly as he can. I'm going to throw out the fireball threat. Let's see how you handle it. And I can put that in the data bank.
And there, right there, is actually one of the key changes. Even though the light punch green hand has been nerfed by decreasing the distance, it also makes it so that it works.
It actually does what it was designed to do originally.
Exactly. And here we go. Daigo getting a good chunk of damage, good grip of damage on that combo.
Oh, Snake Eyes had the opportunity for the jump in. Not able to complete it, but still finds the double German suplex.
Yeah.
Gets a corner position and the tricky mix-up into the EX. And now the life lead, and we'll get him again.
Oh, just the regular one, not even
Not
the EX.
the EX. Very
Wow.
interesting. I don't know if the damage would have been enough, but he feels confident and pays off
Gets the chip.
with round 1. Very interesting after a big early lead by Daigo. Snake Eyes battling right back with a great series of mix-ups. This guy's wake-up game is one of the absolute best in the business. His pursuits are unbelievable. Oh, just out of range.
Wow. Oh no, and Daigo dropping that combo and great reaction from
Good.
Snake
That
Eyes.
was optimal punish.
Yeah, oh, didn't know what side that was on. He's gonna red focus to get the damage.
And Evil Ryu, not enough health to really play with here. Tries to trick him by staying in the corner. Daigo makes a good block and now has all the screen position he needs. But you notice again, that mix-up we talked about. Daigo switching styles. Had a lot of fireballs initially, then it went to none at the beginning of this round, and now back to the fireballs, sort of constantly focusing, or constantly forcing Snake Eyes to readjust his own play style, not staying static.
Yep, and there it is, and now Daigo's gonna make the comeback. But I think this might have to make Snake Eyes reconsider going for that red focus when he has the big lead like that.
It was very early, yeah.
Because as soon as he loses his meter, that's when Daigo starts going crazy, because then there's no more EX green hand.
There's no mid-screen threat, that's right.
Nice. Daigo on point with his anti-air.
Oh, beautiful counter to the low roundhouse. Always an aggressive move by Zangief players. Daigo making him pay in heavy fashion.
Ooh, a teleport. We haven't seen Daigo use teleport all weekend long. That might have been the first time.
And Zangief, one of the characters you can sort of do it with relative impunity.
Oh,
Wow.
air to air, I
Now
love it.
fishing him out of the air. Solid pressure, and just happy to play that mid-range poking game. Snake Eyes takes it on the chin for a game 1 to Umehara.
When we saw Snake Eyes lose to Fudo at EVO, when we saw him lose to Momochi at Capcom Cup, it was always just dominating footsies. Just Snake Eyes being out footsied.
Which is so interesting because we think of Snake Eyes as such a strong footsie-based player, but these characters have more of a dynamic range in terms of options.
Right.
And used to really great effect by some of these Japanese champions.
So
Solid
here
punish.
you see it from Daigo right now, just doing a great job. He knows that Snake Eyes, again, has no meter, so he's just going to go crazy with those fireballs.
Gets a little drop. Snake Eyes able to pick back up, find an opening.
But you see it.
Oh, that's crazy, and it works out. The
Wow.
mind of Snake Eyes staring straight into the soul of the beast. Protecting the Russian skies. He's on his back. Nice even life. And the teleport again, that green hand not strong enough. Maybe Snake Eyes can make an adjustment with a strong green hand, but strong green hand, very dangerous move.
Here we go. Daigo playing great defense in the corner there.
Abusing it. Snake Eyes challenge with the pile driver. Love it.
Let's see. Down to the wire this round. Again, that stand forward.
And the back dash.
Yeah, he FADC'd it just in case the green hand came out.
Smart play from Daigo. Earns the win there. But very interesting stuff from. I love Snake Eyes finding a way through that standing forward barrage. Such a difficult move to deal with.
Yeah, see, before, punishing low roundhouse with the jab green hand was such a valuable tactic before 1.04 patch. Now it's just not an option there.
Oh.
Ooh, nice. Again, Daigo on point. But you can see that, you know, when he does have the meter for the EX green hand, Daigo changes his gameplay a little bit. And you see, that's why Snake Eyes went for regular green hand. He didn't want to use up all of his meter.
Oh, opportunity! Oh, that
nothing.
hurts. That hurts.
I think he tried to land an SPD
Yeah,
maybe.
I think that was the idea, but he a few frames short of the ability to do so. And usually you get that bonus because the opponent is a little bit mentally stunned from like, wait, what happened? Why am I not hit? But not Daigo apparently, and Snake Eyes pays a price after finding the opening. But he's still in pretty solid position here as he works Daigo into the corner. That standing forward is such a difficult poke to contend with. Very difficult for low moves to hit.
And now he just used up all of his meter, so now he's given...
And he got back to that mid-screen, and that was a heartbreaker. And again runs into the standing roundhouse.
All right, so Daigo up 2-0, showing why he's not worried about the Zangief matchup.
And Snake Eyes talked about his own adaptive playstyle, which I think is absolutely true. But Daigo, something I was talking about yesterday, I think easily one of the most adaptive players on the scene, always has two styles that he's ready to implement at any given time in the game, and will do so not just at his choosing, but in reaction to how you are yourself playing, making it very difficult to deal with.
Here you see that perfect example of what I was talking about, the dominating footsies. He is just smothering Snake Eyes, not giving Snake Eyes any options at all. So far, Snake Eyes only just getting a little bit of chip.
And that's the difference maker, the green hand, the meter requirement, and the difficulty for Snake Eyes to build meter. Because you notice he tried to fire off a couple of lariats in an earlier game, and both effectively punished by Umehara, so he's not even able to use that as a tool.
Okay. Oh, wow. Just goes for the SPD right away. He has an opportunity still here. Wow. Surprising him with a fireball forward FADC so that he wasn't even thinking about getting hit low.
That's the nature of his game, man. He's ready to switch it up at the drop of a hat, something we haven't seen from him before in this match. And again, feels comfortable with that teleport. Cannot be chased down by green hand. The distance it covers is not sufficient on the light one. And even from those mid-range pokes, that standing forward is so safe considering Zangief.
Oh!
Okay, gets
the Snake Eyes, as I like to call it.
Oh! Might have had a chance to pull him out of the air there. Wasn't quite sure. It was a difficult spot. And it was an awkward spot for Zangief to try and hit. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Umehara was walking all the way up. And Snake Eyes was like, wait a minute. No, you don't.
Wait, you just walked yourself into my SPD range, so I'm going to SPD you now. Oh, there it goes.
Closes it down.
Is that the first round that Snake Eyes has gotten so far? I can't recall. But in any case here, he has gotten... He's at one round away. Yeah, he's got to try to get to 2-1. Because once it gets to 3-0, then the lead becomes pretty insurmountable.
Bad read, cost him 3 bars right at the outset. Not the look. And I was going to actually just say, Daigo also sitting on meter, and a tool we have not seen him pull out that he's used to such great effect.
All weekend long, yeah.
Okay, I think he got him.
Yeah, he did. Okay. So he's going to protect the skies. But you know what? Daigo might even be thinking to himself, you know what? Let me just eat this now. So now he doesn't have it, and I still have half my life. So now I have all...
That would be some advanced stuff.
Yeah.
Again, burning the meter to protect it. Dash forward, showing the hunger of Snake Eyes here to try and make this happen. He knows he's had a chance to win this. Runs into the big foot. Umehara controlling the space.
There is a perfect example of just how good Umehara's fireballs are. You just don't know when he's going to throw it, even though you have this easy EX green hand to go through it.
And he baited out the wrong reaction from Snake Eyes early on, and that was the story of the game, because we saw Snake Eyes counter beautifully the uppercut when it came with Ultra 2. Zangief has answers to everything that Evil Ryu is throwing at him, but they all require resources that he doesn't have enough of.
All right, so there he goes in there, accidentally gets a standing roundhouse instead of the crouching roundhouse, which I'm sure he wanted. And there's one of his new tricks that he gained from the shorter...
The green hands, yeah, a little mid-screen setup there. Ugh.
Yeah, the footsies of Daigo too strong.
And he'll get the Ultra, yes.
Interesting. Does use it a little bit early.
Ooh,
Not
went
a
for the
huge
meaty
amount
low
of
forward.
damage, yeah.
Still finds his F80C combo.
That standing roundhouse has been causing...
Yeah. It's just representing that space, owning that column. And it shuts down also sort of premature jumps like that. That makes it exactly that kind of jump difficult, which is another option Zangief has that Snake Eyes use as well. But again, Umehara, round 1 in game 3. We should add also, in addition to just you know, the long and tiring nature of any tournament, Snake Eyes took the beating of his tournament life so far from Xiaohai of all people in a match he felt confident with, and that was is fresh and maybe in his mind a little bit.
Okay, gets
Finds
in there with the sweep, yep. Oh, he tried to do empty jump SPD, but Daigo read it. Daigo could even be doing sort of a pseudo option select on block stun timing to hit the throw button.
And then if it doesn't, yeah. If you're in block stun, you'll be okay, yeah.
Right.
Okay, good challenge there from Snake Eyes, finds a pile driver.
Oh, okay, that time he gets
and
it.
that's the second time that mix-up has worked for him on the EX.
Oh, short jump, but Daigo actually read it.
Daigo backdashing to safety, now Snake Eyes must thread the needle. He has the meter, does not use EX.
Oh, wow, smart, yeah.
And
Daigo thought that he was just going to come out with the EX green hand to chip him to death.
And
but
Snake Eyes showing the reservation, even in a difficult spot that he's in right now, showing good mental fortitude. Able to get paid off, and with a pile driver punish for some additional meter there.
Like you said, Snake Eyes great at adapting.
Oh, again, yeah. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
How are you not going to sit there and block his Zangief?
Yeah.
And that's just free meter, because the FADCs are not really required. Evil Ryu doesn't really need meter essentially for anything.
Here he goes. So he got the red focus in there. So again, back down to pseudo-even life, and he's got Daigo in the corner now, but
Daigo
again,
just firing out.
That spends all of his meter to do that, and when he loses all of his meter, he doesn't have EX green hands, but here he is. He gets it from the front.
He's got it complete. Yes.
And
Snake Eyes on the board.
Wow, doesn't even use the EX green hand either.
He's
just
consistently not been doing that when it's close to the wire, and in that situation, I think it was clearer that the regular green hand would have killed, but still,
I mean, that was last round. Might as well go for it, just to be sure. But whatever the case.
Many things in the mind of Snake Eyes that
And a win is a win is a win. So it's all good.
Trying for the Superman punch. Daigo reading it with the uppercut.
Yeah, at certain ranges, if he doesn't hit the fierce, the uppercut will whiff.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the design of that move. But it's that standing roundhouse that's really prevented him from doing those far screen jumps where you're not really trying to jump in on your opponent, but you're trying to close the distance with Zangief's oddball little jump.
No, just a couple of times. Oh, did he do it?
I think I thought it was going to be a crouching fierce from Ryu, just to challenge, or from Daigo, just to challenge.
But the interesting thing right now is that there's been a couple of times that Daigo has blocked the light punch green hand, and he hasn't punished it properly. He's gone low forward, and then Snake Eyes was able to block in time. That's actually kind of a message for Snake Eyes. Maybe he can go for EX spinning pile driver or something like that in those situations.
Interesting. Tough to adapt with all the other things going on. And there's, again, one of the major stories of this match, that standing roundhouse. It's hit a few times. It's won him a couple of rounds, but that's not what its major impact. Its major impact is denying Snake Eyes that approach, forcing him to approach just outside of regular sweep range, which forces him to contend with a fireball from cross screen, and then also, even from the space that he's allowed to contend from, he really needs the EX screen hand. Even on Zangief, that does 40%.
Oh, nice. There we go. So apparently, according to Z, He did go and practice this matchup specifically for this event, playing
Daigo
against
did.
Hagijin. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Nice. Thank you for that information, Z.
Shout outs to our friend Z.
Overseas correspondent.
Overseas you.
Daigo. Oh no.
Draws it out.
Yeah.
Forced to burn the meter to save himself. Oh, and there it is. That's
Yeah,
the crouching Pierce. And he's not going to get caught by that Ultra 2 for free anymore. Finds an opening.
Oh wow. And again, that's 2 times now. Green hand, EX green hand into immediate SPD.
Oh, pulls him out. Does he live? No.
Oh, and just catches him with low short. Daigo.
Might have tried to backdash.
Yeah, backdash, jump away, or something like that. He was probably expecting, as most Zangiefs would in that desperation situation, low jab, SPD.
Might have had a chance for Superman Punch, but it might not have had it out in time.
Oh, wow. Caught him before the low kick came out in time. But here we go. Daigo pushing Snake Eyes a little bit into the corner. Again, it's so important for Zangief to try to walk his opponents back.
Snake Eyes fighting to try and keep this Canada Cup Master Series in reach. Solid uppercut. Daigo.
Oh, here we go. Big damage. Yeah.
And notice how he's willing to go for the uppercut when Snake Eyes doesn't have a major life deficit, because he's less willing to go for the Euro of the Ultra 2. Oh no.
Yeah, that should be it.
That's going to be the game.
And Daigo is going to go up 4-1.
It's not a situation you ever want to find yourself in against the Beast.
Evil Ryu wins.
We've seen Daigo himself come back from similar deficits in the Master Series here. Canada Cup. Daigo completely unfazed by that focus out counter. He's like, okay, yeah, you could do that all day. I don't care.
Yeah. Gives him nothing. Just
Not a real
amount
option.
of damage.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Waking up.
He tried to do, looked like the EX kick spinning pile driver. Came out as the running one with the armor, because I heard the armor
That's
shatter.
a good call, because I did hear the armor break.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, really, right now, Snake Eyes has had no answer to the standing roundhouse.
And just this, it's combined with all the other the fireball pressure. It's really a difficult nut to crack here.
And that low roundhouse now, completely safe at so many distances compared to when he had the further light punch green hand.
There it is, just reminding him. Oh, lets him come in and backdashes away.
He was
to
trying
punish
to,
the whiff.
I think he was trying to bait out the Ultra 2, and so he let Snake Eyes in, but yeah, it just didn't really do anything for Snake Eyes.
Yeah, Zangief has to make a lot more decisions in the air than most characters do.
And yeah, you gotta watch out for that. You saw him go for it once, and there it is again.
I have no answer to that in my mind of like what you're supposed to be doing there, especially as Zangief. And maybe going for the stand roundhouse there instead of the sweep. It might have been a mistake, but it might have been just looking for pressure and trying to get more. Because Daigo's been pretty effective at surviving the wake-up pressure from Snake Eyes, which typically is so strong. You also see Snake Eyes' real commitment to Ultra 2. He's had many chances to switch and feels like he really needs Ultra 2 to present that threat in the air, even though it's only paid off pretty rarely.
It just hasn't really been working. I'd almost kind of like to just see him go with Ultra 1 so that if he ever gets that red focus combo, he can get as much damage out of it as possible.
At this point, it's Theory Fighter. There's so many areas that Umehara's dominating, but yeah, and there's the roundhouse.
Yeah, that standing roundhouse has been so effective for him.
Yeah. And I like that Snake Eyes is kind of trying his best to ignore it, just like not let it mentally affect his decision making, but it's so difficult. Especially when you keep getting actually hit by it, on top of having to deal with the theoretical possibility.
Oh, okay. Not crumple. It takes a little bit longer for Geef to build up here.
Yeah, Zangief's focus attack is a bit sorry. Nice standing strong check from Daigo. Snake Eyes trying to play footsies.
You can see how difficult it is just trying to get in there. Between the stand roundhouse, low roundhouse, and the fireballs, it's just been it's like the craziest wall. He just has not been able to break in at all.
Daigo's mixed it up just enough on the anti-air to prevent him from thinking Ultra 2 is like certainly not reliable. It's a guess.
Yeah.
It's a
AC.
guess.
Now, can't Zangief punish the low roundhouse with EX green hand?
The low roundhouse sweep on block?
On block, yeah.
We haven't seen too many low roundhouse sweeps have blocked, have we?
A few.
A few, yeah, maybe.
Here we go. Wow, goes for fierce SBD, wants the damage.
Finds him on wake up. Oh, he goes for it again. Gets the chip out. Wow.
Woohoo!
It's a happy pixel.
Will the tide of battle turn? Fight!
Very cool. Wow, I love that opening nothing. Look at the standing strong, and he's really been forced to just play with the shorts almost, like the standing strong, the forwards, not really a factor. His approach has been reduced to the green hands, standing shorts, occasional jab, and jump-ins. Daigo is just not contesting space where those other moves will hit. And look at this control in this round.
And you see the kind of rounds that Snake Eyez wins, it usually comes down to like some crazy
There's a scramble.
Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Like that. He hasn't won by having any really solid, fundamental footsies kind of win.
Daigo is completely controlling the pace of the match.
Oh, he's in.
There we go. Managed to find the pile driver mix up instead of the green hand. Daigo possibly thinking about last round.
Oh,
Teleports out. Green hand not knockdown.
Yeah, only one hit on that one.
Burns the whole meter just to regain that screen position and the roundhouse.
That was so good from Daigo. Wow.
It all comes down to this. Fight!
Yeah, that was a really dominant round, even given the
little run that
the
Snake
rush
Eyez had
from
in the
Snake,
middle,
which was great. But he's left with some pretty good meter position. Okay, there's the mix-up. The whiffing short green hand. Goes for it again, no dice.
God, I swear that EX green hand can punish that, but...
And I like that Snake Eyez is trying to sort of do, it seemed like maybe a little bit less, like not trying to poke and threaten as much. It didn't pan out. He got met with a few sweeps of his own. Finds it, tried to go from the front.
I like Daigo just backdashing there, choosing to get hit out of the air.
Much safer, and that should be it.
All right.
Snake Eyez back in there, 5-2. It is not over yet. Fat ladies, keep it down, no singing.
I mean, that one right there, that was probably the closest to having a pseudo-dominating round from Snake Eyez.
It was a strong round. And Snake Eyez, I feel like it's not a matter of mistakes so much as it is just this is really well played by Daigo, and like he's showing the control this character has between the fireballs and the poking normals.
Snake Eyez is really good at reads. He's really good at reading his opponent, but when your opponent is someone like Daigo who's so good at mixing it up and disguising what he's trying to do, it's, you know, if he has trouble reading the opponent, this is the situation. We have a 5-2.
And it's that much harder when it's a space control issue as well. It's not, there's less opportunity for reads in that kind of gameplay. And you can mix more freely as the aggressor. Okay, nice completion there. Gets the 4-hit combo off the standing roundhouse.
Oh, here we go. Good prediction on that as well. Oh, tried to chase something down, but didn't quite get it.
Oh, a little bit of an overcommitment. We'll bring Daigo back into this.
Yep. Not going to be quite dead, but
got the screen space, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And seeing if Snake Eyez will overcommit here. Daigo himself cooling it way down. Reminding him about the roundhouse, willing to back up, knows he has the screen space to do it.
And again, Daigo just not scared to throw those fireballs.
Oh, goes for the uppercut. Does he have it? Still not enough.
Oh, the dive kick delay in the air. So smart from Daigo.
Oh. And Daigo, a little smile. He's like,
yep. So you got a lariat at just the right time, but then because the dive kick has that little pause in the air, the invincibility frames of the lariat run out.
That is what makes dive kicks, the ability to control your jump arc in the air, one of the most powerful techniques of all of Street Fighter 4.
And there you go. Green hand being used for its original intent. And a couple of times there too, Daigo has been late to punish that withstand roundhouse. Again, maybe EX spinning pile driver might be an option there or something.
Looking for it. Okay, there's the jump that he wants to be able to make, so he gets the option of the Superman punch. And that's the thing the roundhouse has been making so difficult for Snake Eyez, that it's basically force him to come into sweep range or he has to contend with that stand roundhouse to stand forward, which he hasn't even gone to anymore.
And watch out for Demon here.
Oh, just goes for the straight overhead. Bold! Snake Eyez reads it! Does he have the punish? He gets the green hand, but nothing else. Oh,
Wow, Wow, that was a far
he's so
walk
close.
forward that he had. Oh!
And Snake Eyes, after a great read, but the demon just drifting forward and putting it into a range where it was difficult for him to really get a
I mean, if he
huge punish.
if he knew it was coming, really, honestly, he should have jumped backwards instead of neutral jump.
Yeah.
But, you know, at that moment, he was probably like, oh, I need to avoid. And, you know, you
Yeah.
just do the first thing that comes to your head. A neutral jump is usually a pretty good choice.
So much of expert play is putting the right thing in your head be the optimal thing.
Yep.
Good players absolutely prey on even slightly suboptimal instincts. Beautiful, beautiful. Forcing him to jump in the wrong range again.
Oh,
This is
wow.
all Umehara here.
And how many times do you see Zangief get stunned? Almost never. And here it is right there. Daigo with a perfect round.
And he didn't even, it was a stun, and he didn't even really overcommit or do anything insane
Yep.
to produce it. It was just tight control the entire time, and this is going to be match point for Mad Catz Daigo Umehara. And Snake Eyes hopes down to a final round, and whether he can come up with a genius solution to the wall erected by Umehara.
Getting in there, working on a double perfect here.
And
Snake
even
Eyes.
even here, with so many games to give, this guy's not overcommitting. Like, Daigo won't, even then, he won't press it.
Ooh, yep, worried about that Ultra too, so no uppercuts.
Yeah, playing so controlled here. So measured. Snake Eyes standing strong. Wants to find that spot. Has a couple of bars. It's going to be a long run. Oh, the boot to the head.
This relentless fireball pressure, even though he has EX green hands, Snake Eyes just has not shown that he can react and get through it in time. So he's just going to keep throwing the fireballs. Oh, and he uses the EX uppercut.
At the last possible.
Yeah, which would not have even lost to Ultra
No,
2.
sailed through. Yeah.
And there it is. Daigo takes it 7-2 over Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes has got a lot to think about here for the rest of this.
Yeah, in a tournament, obviously you don't like to run into that kind of stuff, and it gives you, but you know, as a player and as a theorist of the game, what a fun puzzle box like Daigo put together there. Like, it's going to be fun to think
Exactly.
about that and try and put together whether there's a solution that he can come up with. So I think when he can sort of shake off the pain of the loss,
Right.
yeah, it'll be really interesting to see what he comes back with next time.
Yeah, but like you said, it's kind of an unfortunate way to end, you know, having two matches like that, just being dominated.
It's a rough road. So
Yeah.
Snake Eyes, very smart guy. I look forward to see what he can do next. And let's hear his thoughts now. Let's kick it over to Mike Ross and Snake Eyes.
What's going on, everybody? I'm joined here by Snake Eyes. You just had an unfortunate loss against Daigo. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you thought about that match?
Well, back in before the patch just recently happened, I was able to punish a lot of his escape attempts, but now it's kind of hard to stay in once I get in. And then by the time I get in, you know, all it takes is a few hits from him to finish me off. So I mean, that matchup kind of got skewed a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this was your final performance here at the Master Series. How do you feel you did overall this weekend?
What am I, 4-3? 4-3? Yeah, I didn't do too bad. I kind of wish I did a little better against Shanghai. I kind of don't like to go 0-7. You know.
Nobody likes that. Yeah, exactly. But his Sagat was definitely unorthodox. So how do you feel about, you know, the Master Series experience? What do you plan to do when you get back in terms of training?
I didn't know this tournament was going to be such a high level productivity. I figure now's the time to pick up a new character, or not a new character, but pick up an alternate character to cover up your bad matchups. I really don't like to play more than one character, so that's kind of one of the reasons why I stick with Zangief. But I mean, if it boils down to, you know, that being the case, then I guess I'll have to do it. Yeah, I'll probably end up practicing a lot more, though. I mean, most of the time when I'm at home, you know, most of the time when I'm training in Street Fighter 4, I'm just doing combos and stuff, not trying to figure out the good stuff. So it should be good.
Well, you did excellent, man. Congratulations here at Master Series. Wonderful job here by Snake Eyes. All right, we'll go back to you, Seth and James.
Yeah, definitely had a really good showing here. Of course, at Capcom Cup, went 0-2, really wanted to come out here and send a message, and he did pretty good. So
I really like that guy. I like the way he talks. I like the way he thinks about the game. He seems like he has a good heart. He takes his losses hard, but not too hard. And you know,
I mean,
a little scary that he's suggesting an alternate character. I think that'll my heart breaks just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be
No,
other
it's true.
people, but it is a rough road as we saw there.
And you know, one of the nice things about it is he's one of those players that, you know, when he loses something like this, he always knows it's on him. You know what I mean? He's always trying to figure out how to improve his own game and such like that. So,
but maybe running up against the limits of the character of Zangief there.
Yep. But once again, shout outs to XSplit.